Hello, hello, hello. So we're going to talk in regards to relocating and certain things that are there that's to help ease what you're trying to do in your normal life. Transitioning, that sounds so bad. Like transition. No, we're not going to the upper room. We're just going to another country. So no matter what in expating, one thing that's very hard for us to understand, and this happened to me in Dubai as well as it's here in Rwanda, is there's really not a set up physical mail system. Now, before you be like, oh my God, what is going on? That's so backwards. Actually, it's not. It's a lot more progressive. So, a lot more business is actually done via text messages, via website and internet designs, via smartphones and just online. So you're like, how do I get my electricity bill? Well, for us in Rwanda, it just runs out. And then you just use your phone to type in your new code, pay for it, and you load up your meter. When I was in the UAE, that was all an email system. You email, turn it in, and do all that stuff. So there's no need to physically mail a lot of things. And so that's something that takes some adjusting to get to. I actually was happy because you don't realize how much fluff mail there is. But the problem does lie, especially around tax season or for those who are transitioning over very recently. I need to find a new word for transitioning because it sounds so almost you're about to die. But how do you get your mail, especially from the US? Now, if you're like my mom, you have a friend. Thank you, Auntie Joyce, for picking up everything. And then they have to read through it and they have to go through it, which is actually quite a chore. There are actual websites that are set up where they will receive your mail. You can check it and you can tell them if you want them to open it or not. If they open it, they scan all that information so you can have it electronically and you can tell them to ship it to you or not. And then we can talk about different ways that you can receive mail, especially here in Rwanda. So let me break down real quick because we're going on a virtual field trip. We're going on a virtual field trip. Let me see which one is best for me to go. I'm going to go here. Let me do share sound as well. Don't think we need sound. And then I'm going to go here. Let me go to this website. So now you should be able to see the website. And I am coming into just, I'm going to go with a basic Google search of how do I get my US mail while living abroad. So I'm going to go with the basic Google search first before I show you actually the website that helped me out so much. So there you have, and this is what happens when stuff mostly happens. You get like the advertising first or different things like that. Mail forwarding service, U.S. Global Mail. Let me tell, traveling mailbox is a popular service for expats and digital nomads, similar to Global Mail, but more bells and whistles. Oh, look, because I'm tell you, I did not know about this one. Like, let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and click because I do believe this is a blog that compares the different ones. And there's about 7. I know which one I picked, but I kind of liked some of the bells and whistles about traveling mailbox. Let's see what's going on. So here, if we go at the very top, is which best virtual mailbox service provider is there? And there's Earth Class Mail, and it's the industry leader geared for businesses as much as for individuals. Earth Class Mail services start at $69 a month, includes unlimited users and cloud storage, secure end-to-end encryption, wide choice of US addresses. That's definitely because that's a business. If we go down to US Global Mail, economic service for individuals, $10 a month, with more expensive options available for those who receive more mail. Simple and efficient with discounted shipping rates for those who require mail or packages physically to be sent on. Just one US available. Address available, and it's in Houston, Texas. So if you know me with Houston, I opted for that because it looked like that was fine. And it's also in fine in terms of state taxes, which is another reason I did that, because the business portion of what I do that's on US is in Texas. To get the best prices, you have to lock in for at least 2 years. Traveling Mailbox is another popular service. It's digital to US global mail, but with more bells and whistles. And I think we're actually going to go on that one on our field trip to check it out because I'm nosy. Ability to sync with data storage software to store your scans. Virtual post mail is another good option for individuals. When they scan mail, their scanner has character recognition, means you can search for particular words when you scan and receive it. Shipping rates are transparent. And one of the addresses is Nevada, which is a no state income tax state. Anytime Mailbox offers addresses throughout the US and around the world, operating through franchise partners. Their service is intended for individuals with pricing based on how much mail you expect to receive. So that's really good. Now, the reason why this is important and I'm talking about it now is don't forget to file your taxes, because even if you have not received an income, even if you have been living abroad for the past year, if you are a US citizen, you must file taxes. Even if it's zero, you must file taxes. And one of the things that's new too is we may have to report our foreign bank accounts and investments and any foreign registered businesses. So you really need to talk to a tax professional in order to know which direction you're going to move or go. So I'm going to go back up. This is a field trip. And we're going to click on a couple of these. I'm going to go on travel and mailbox because I'm nosy. And we're going to see what it really, really does look like. Oh, just waiting for the internet to read. We're waiting for the internet to read. Did I share sound? That would have been like the bomb thing to do right now. So let me unshare my screen. We're going to do this bad boy together. Share sound. So how it works, traveling mailbox, view your postal mail online anywhere. And you're going to see the scans in a PDF. Online postal mailbox, mail forwarding, and post mail scanning. And that's the big one to me because you want to be able to at least open and look at it and see where you're going. Dropbox, Bill.com, Evernote, really good. So it really has a great app. Really great app program. I'm looking here. I'm going to give y'all this information. This affiliate program right here. What? I'm sorry. You guys know I'm about the sustainable income. Right here, affiliate program for people who use my link to join. Oh my goodness. What? Dedicated account manager, 10% recurring revenue on each referral, $5 cash bonus for joining the problem, higher. What? Again, I'm dedicated to doing this. Okay. Let me put this together. I got to figure this thing out. Now, I am going to go actually to the mailbox video to see how this works.
Introducing your traveling mailbox. You're just a few steps away from being able to view your postal mail securely online from anywhere in the world. A traveling mailbox is perfect for anyone who is living out of an RV, planning to move overseas, or a business who receives a lot of paper mail and need to streamline their mail operations. So, how does it work? Subscribe online and pick from our physical street addresses. Next, make sure you give us permission to receive your mail by downloading and completing the USPS Form 1583 from our website. Return the form to us, and once it is accepted, your setup will be complete. Now you can issue a change of address through the United States Postal Service or contact senders of your mail and give them your new address directly. What happens when I receive new postal mail in my account? When you receive a new envelope in your traveling mailbox, the outside of the envelope will be scanned, and then you tell us what to do. Open and scan the contents, forward the envelope to you anywhere in the world, shred it, return it to the sender, or hold the physical copy for future use. More features of a traveling mailbox. Receive email notifications when you have new postal mail in your traveling mailbox and view the scanned contents of your mail in PDF format online in full color. When the contents of an envelope are scanned, we will automatically turn them into searchable PDFs via our OCR software too. You can even have the scanned contents of your envelopes automatically sent to your email, or you can view your scanned PDFs in your Evernote account. We also
So I'm pausing it here. That was a good minute to tell you guys. And that's exactly what this system does. Like, it really makes things easier. And I honestly would say, if you're still on the state side, I would actually get it started so you know you're running it and you're right there to get help or any assistance before you actually move online. So you don't have to have that little lag in time to do all of that. But yes, you will have to do they will walk you through the entire system. So the other company that we're going to look at real quick is US Global Mail. Like I said, same thing, virtual mailbox service. And this is what it does here. It simplifies your life, out with the old, in with the new. Convenient, check your mail anytime because you have a virtual mailbox. All of these things. Just click on the pricing for a personal. Basic is one-time yearly plan, which is 12 times 10, $120, or you can be billed monthly, 15, or you can do a family plan, which is more than one name on the box, $14.95. I know where you are. Let's check pricing on traveling mailbox. Because I know. Ooh, child. That's what you get for them extra ones. $15 per month. Ideal for most of those with plenty page scans. So I do think they charge you per page that scans. So you have to watch that. 35 page scans a month, Man, I am not happy. This is a great deal. 5 mailbox subscriptions. This is a good deal. Oh, I'm non-biased unless I become an affiliate. So let me go back to virtual post office. That's what we haven't done because I do need to be fair. And what you see is that it's really kind of the same thing. So you just really need to kind of find what suits your fancy. Don't forget the whole difference with the addresses. Check deposits, deposit checks. I don't know how that works, but I do know that that is a major feature for a lot of these places. Deposit any check received in your virtual mailbox home without having to go to the bank. Okay, so if you receive a check in your mailbox, you can request for it to be deposited straight to your bank account. Stimulus check drama, anybody? Stimulus check drama, anybody? Okay. And so where else? We are on our we're on a war tour. Mic in my hand. Anytime mailbox. We're checking all these out. And so once again, just more options, but you need to know about these options. So I'm going to give you that. Now I'm going to break down the next part and talk to you so I can make this a 2-part video. The question is, well, how do I receive mail in Rwanda? Well, I think that we're kind of partial to different options and different things. And I say that because you can get a post office box. There is a post office box company here. Let me see if I can pull up the information. And you can get a post office box. It's paid for yearly. Let me see, post office box in Rwanda. And we have a full article about this in My Cousin Connection. Ooh, this is scaring me. There we go. That is not the one I'm talking about. There it is, post office box renting. And it's downtown. And we give you the information about doing that. You need to have all this stuff, copy of ID or passport. Rental is $15 a year, and it doesn't matter when you pay it. It's always going to renew in January or December. That's what I say, in December. So if you pay and buy your mailbox in June is good until the end of December for that $15, and then you repay it for the full year. So a lot of people wait until January so they can just get the full year rotation. So there are people who are very, very, very partial to using a post office box. I am going to say for me, just because I've done the 2 years in the UAE, I'm not. Um, you ain't got to find me by paper personally. So what I had done at one point in time, and what I will do is that depending on the company you have, they will hold your mail for a certain point of time. If I needed the mail, I would let them hold it, and then I would let them FedEx it to me, and you can receive FedEx's no problem. And for disclaimer purposes, you can have it DHL, which is actually rumored to be mostly the better option when you go internationally, is DHL. And you have the UPS. You have those three options. And if you're with a company like this, they will literally give you the pricing points of those, because depending on the weight of your package, it might be a totally different price. So when I was with one company, at one point in time, they gave me the options right there, and I got to click the best option for me. I got to pick how I wanted it packaged. I got to pick how long it took and everything. And so for me, I'm partial to the FedExing. I don't know why, but I'm partial to FedExing. And when I was mailed here, I had a Jonkerish address. And so what happened is that the package made it to the main office, and then I was able to do one or two things. For one, they actually called me because they had the number, and they were like, hey, yo, we have your package. And they sent me a text message. For the other one, they did not call me, but I had the tracking. So when I called them, they're like, oh, yes, we do have your package. And so both times picked up, no problem at all. So you really do have these options. They just look different than what you're used to. And so that way you do know it's very easy. So if you're on the front end and you're trying to set up mailing, if you have Christmas cards, if you have all these things that you must receive or see, wedding invitations, da 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 and da 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 and da da da, or anniversary gifts, because they will also get your parcels and hold those as well. And whatever mail that is not used, they will, depending on the company, shred it so you don't have to worry about information being out. You definitely want to look into these companies to keep your US address, to keep things going, especially if you're trying to utilize credit cards or different things like that, and you have given up your actual address. You can get a new address. Yes, you can, without a problem, as long as you plan. Okay, so I have gone down this virtual field trip for understanding and clarification, and I hope that it helps you out a lot. Okay, I'll talk to you later. This is your girl, J Essence Journey.